Yes, let's dance. It's music time, music time. Back like we never
What's up, world? This is Elliot Hitchcock, Mr. Artists Takeover, being your special correspondent for W.B.C magazine. We're here at the Musiq SoulChild release party, sponsored by WGCI. The party started. We haven't quite got Musiq SoulChild in the house yet, but things is going together. Paparazzi's in the house. What's up? We're gonna give it to you as music gets here. Elliot Hitchcock, Mr. Artists Takeover, signing off W.B.C magazine, Musiq SoulChild release party, music in the making.
I know, despite my reputation, yeah, even though it's the world that I live in, you know that I'm with you. So what you wanna know, girl, I'll reply. You'll get everything.
Hello world, this is Elliot Hitchcock, Mr. Artists Takeover, desk correspondent for W.B.C magazine, and sitting right beside me is none other than Musiq SoulChild. How are you doing, brother?
Doing all right, brother. Nice to meet you.
So good to talk to you. I want to ask you, Musiq, you know, one thing that I noticed about you most is that you're able to convey a strong message by using real simplistic language.
Right.
Is that something that you constantly do, and did you decide, when did you decide that you wanted to go that route?
I don't know. I didn't really think too much about it. I just thought about what's the best way that I can communicate these things that I think are important to people through music. I learned a lot from Stevie Wonder. Stevie Wonder has a very unique way, and he's such a specialist at it, at taking not only just complicated concepts, but also complicated music and arrangements, and simplifying it so much that a 3-year-old can understand it, you know, without compromising the integrity of what's being presented. So I always wanted to represent the same thing for my generation and hopefully inspire someone else in the next generation. That's the best way I can put it.
Okay, well, you do that well.
Thank you.
Now, I noticed in some parts of your career, you were Musiq SoulChild. Other parts you were music.
Let me. It's just Musiq SoulChild.
It's Musiq SoulChild.
That's it. Yeah.
Okay. So was there any type of nothing? Just okay. Keep it like that. Moving right along.
Yeah.
So since you are Musiq SoulChild, do you find that some people try to want to put you in a box? And as a soul artist, like, do you agree for maybe doing a track with Swiss beats, or you know, if you just try to switch it up a little bit?
No, I mean people naturally do that anyway, because people get accustomed to what they hear from you, and they get comfortable with that, and they want that to be that way forever. The only thing about that is, in order for things to progress and to get better, they have to evolve. They have to change a little bit. So I mean, people like to put me, you know, as you put it, in a box, but I don't put that on. I don't wear it, you know. If I feel something is necessary and I feel something is needed and I'm able to do it, then I'm gonna do it. You're either gonna dig it or not, you know. I just would like for people to not allow that concept of putting me in a confined space to interfere with with not only my ability to entertain you by doing other things, but for you to be able to receive other and bigger and better things, you know, because you ain't gonna accept something that you're not looking for, and you ain't gonna look for it if you're just looking for one thing. So just open up a little bit, y'all. You might enjoy it.
I think you will. Another thing that always stood out to me about you, your album titles.
Oh, okay.
It would sometimes seem to be a sentence put into one word, but you also addressing, almost like making a statement to your audience.
Well, you know, that kind of comes from, you know, back in the day, people's album titles, you know, it meant something, you know, and it was, and they were, as you put it, they were making statements of whatever it is that you're about to listen to. You know, in this project, I'm saying, you know, you're basically bearing witness to the magic that comes in the music that I do, you know, and there's a lot of contributing factors, you know, but I know that, and especially because, you know, I've worked with a whole new unit of people, that should definitely be a representation of how much of my contribution is in it, you know, and I don't want to take anything away from the other people and the other things that have contributed to my success. It's just that for so long I never really owned my contribution, you know, and during this project, you know, I had to think about it like, yo, I really do a lot that, you know, I don't really talk about, because I don't want to step on nobody's toes, and people feel weird, you know, when you come from this space, because it's like, well, I helped you with this. Okay, okay, you helped me, thank you, you know what I'm saying? But just as well, you weren't the only one in the room, dog. You know, so it's just me, you know, humbly owning my contribution to my music, and that's how you get music. Me, MUSIQ, is in the magic that's in the music that you're listening to.
All right, well, you heard it right here on W.B.C magazine. I'm your host, guest correspondent, Elliot Hitchcock, Mr. Artists Takeover. Yeah. You just heard the word from Musiq SoulChild.
Yes, sir. Music and the Magic. Please go out and get it, and thank you.